So, let's discuss civil rights and what that had to do in African American music. It's interesting to note that Martin Luther King and the other organizers of the civil rights movement, such as Bayard Rustin, knew that the civil rights movement needed a soundtrack and that every hero needed some theme music. The civil rights movement incorporated jazz, folk, R&B, and gospel to use music that everybody could relate to and be inspired by to help change America in the 1950s and 60s. Some examples were "Oh Freedom," "Harken Back to the Slave Days" with phrases like "Before I was a slave," "Oh, be buried in my grave," and "Go home to my Lord and to be free," inspired to the call for freedom in the civil rights movement. There was also a song called "We Shall Not Be Moved." Many of us know that and sing that even to this day. This song represented the determination of those in the civil rights movement in the face of government and social oppression. Like a tree that stands by the water, we shall not be moved. Then, of course, there was the ever popular and still sung song called "Lift Every Voice and Sing." This was deemed to be the Negro national anthem. It was written by James Weldon Johnson in 1900, who took on a new meaning with the song during the civil rights movement when its prophecy became truth. Billie Holiday's "Strange Fruit" captured the ugly essence of lynchings, racism, and the opposition to the civil rights movement. So there was also some other songs that were really significant. Another was "People Get Ready." This song captured the optimism and excitement of the civil rights movement, as well as the faith that Martin Luther King brought to the movement as a whole. "I Love Change," or I should say the song is called "A Change Is Gonna Come." It's by Sam Cooke. And that song captured both the struggle, the adversity, and hope for change that Martin Luther King and the civil rights movement brought. Finally, most of us are familiar with "We Shall Overcome." This song, popularized by folk singer Pete Seeger, was the unofficial anthem for the civil rights movement. There was no question that this song inspired both the short and long-term goals of the era and still inspires people today.